The Cubs stink. They're going to win that division, but the Cubs stink. Let's name all the teams that are better than the Cubs in the National League. Dodgers, obviously. Diamondbacks, obviously. Even though they split, the Diamondbacks are better than the Cubs. The Dodgers are better than the Cubs. Let's go Mets, Phillies, Braves, Padres, Cubs. That's seventh. They're a mediocre National League team. They're not even a mediocre team. They're an average National League team. The Cubs stink. And I'm not even talking about the bullpen. I'm talking about 30 million bucks on Dansby Swanson did hit a home run this weekend. It's going to be cold out here in Chicago in April and May, and he hates cold weather. You can tell. The Cubs stink. They're going to win the division. Yes, they're going to win 86 games. Congrats, and just get smashed in the playoffs by all those teams that the aforementioned teams that we named. The Cubs stink. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to win the division, but they're going to get smashed in the playoffs. The Cubs made me so mad this weekend. And like I said, I don't care about Eli Morgan. Obviously, Eli Morgan stinks. I think that's his name, Eli Morgan. Ryan Presley, obviously washed. Every time we deal with the frickin' Houston Astros, they fleece us every time. The Astros fleece us every time. You got Cam Smith for Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker is a beast. But we spent 30 million bucks on Dansby Swanson, so we can't pay Kyle Tucker $40 million. Cam Smith trade's terrible. Kyle Tucker is a beast though. So they fleeced us on Kyle. They got Cam Smith for 5, 10 years, who's going to be good for 1 year of Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker is going to win the MVP. I checked yesterday; he's 20-1. Man, what an impact bat he is. So Hector Neris, Astros washed. Ryan Presley washed. Kyle Tucker not washed. I'm not worried about the bullpen because I knew the bullpen would stink. I'm worried about the offense not scoring any runs. Like, you got to have firepower. You got to have firepower to win the National League, to beat the Dodgers, to beat the Mets, Braves, Phillies, to beat the Padres, the Diamondbacks, and the Dodgers. Seventh best team in the National League, not even in Major League Baseball. They're the seventh best team in the National League. They're an average National League team. They're not even like a good or a great, and obviously not elite. But that puts them like what, 15th, 12 to 15 range in Major League Baseball? Please, man. Jed Hoyer, get him out of here, man. This wannabe Theo Epstein guy. Jed Hoyer's a bum. Go back to Dartmouth, dude. You're a bum and you're a dork that doesn't know how to play baseball. You're a Theo Epstein wannabe. Get Jed Hoyer out of here. All right. I have notes like Stu Gatz. I got not a lot of notes, not a lot of notes. But I got notes. I usually type them out, but I got notes. So Jed Hoyer's a clown. That's what these notes say. Jed Hoyer's a clown. Theo Epstein wannabe. Seventh best team in the NL. That breaks my heart, man. They're going to win that division. The Cubs are going to win that division, and Kyle Tucker's going to win the NL MVP. 20-1 if you want to take Kyle Tucker. Otani's pretty good. Juan Soto's pretty good. Freddie Freeman. List goes on and on. The Cubs are going to win that division. That division's the worst division in sports. There is an NBA division out there that might give the NL Central some competition. The Atlantic Division in the NBA has the Hornets and the Wizards, the Heat and the Magic in it. The Heat and the Magic are like playoff teams ish, kinda. They're like the Bulls. They're kind of a playoff team. The Hornets and Wizards are like historically bad, and they always have been, except for like Shout out John Wall, Brad Beal, Paul Pierce. That team was okay. Hey, shout out Gil Arenas. Shout out Antoine Jameson, Caron Butler. That team was good too. So the Cubs are going to win that division, but it's the worst division in sports. Like, congratulations, you won your division. You're going to get smashed in the playoffs. They're an average National League team, not an average Major League Baseball team. They're an average National League team. My last note, Cubs haven't been great since 2016, and we keep this Jed Hoyer clown around. Get this guy out of here. Get some new blood. Get Dave Dombrowski in, Polish Hall of Famer from Chicago. The only problem with Dave Dombrowski, he's going to spend a lot of money, and that's why he doesn't have the Cubs job. Jed Hoyer's a clown. The Cubs stink. They're going to win the division. Kyle Tucker, MVP. The Cubs are just an average National League team, not even an average Major League Baseball team. They're an average National League team. So you know how I feel. So you guys hit the comments. Let me know. What are the Cubs going to do? How far are they going to go? How many wins for the Cubs? Can they win a playoff game series? I don't think they can. Maybe they can get a game. I mean, the Major League Baseball playoffs confuse me. Every league changes rules, and playoff structure. I don't know what the playoffs are these days. Do they play one game? Do they play three games? I don't know. I don't care. All I know is that the Cubs are an average National League team, and they're not even an average big league team. Hit the comments. Let me know what your expectations for the Cubs are this year. Mine, not very high, but I will be at Wrigley Field quite a bit, enjoying the sunshine. And I think I'm going, I'll probably be there opening day, and I'll be there 10 games at least this year. A lot of day games for your boy.